Zombie apocalypse.
Hey, how's it going? Sorry, I'm having some connectivity issues right now, so let me just fix something quickly. Alright, let me just quickly do something, cause... Okay. Oh, crap. Alright. Okay. So, we're gonna have to um, have our final rank matches with final rank have our final rank plays with the Brightsteel Battalion. I think yesterday I used Lux in this one, but I tried Lee Sin this time around because we kind of have a lot of spells to work with in terms of using Lee Sin, and who knows, it might work. So let's just go ahead and play 3 games again with this deck, and let's see how this version would, or how this variant would perform in the ranks. What I've noticed so far is that this deck doesn't really do good against aggro and combo, which shouldn't be the case though. I'm not exactly sure how the deck archetypes interact with Legends of Runeterra as of the moment, but okay, now we're facing against an ephemeral aggro deck. So let's see how that goes. Hello to the viewers. Rainy afternoon here in Manila, and hope you're all doing good. Wherever you are. I'll probably keep Lee Sin and would want to curve on the units. This is probably one of the toughest decks that I've tried to build, because barrier in essence is a staple in Fiora midrange, and I don't see it being good elsewhere based on what we've been doing so far.
Discipline and steel.
Oh no. So he has 2 Shock Chariots. If he drops Zed next round, it's going to be really tough. Should I take 6? No, I can't. It's already going bad. So mid game we might have to perform some editing and some tweaking in our decks. Hello Raymond. How's it going? Hope you're doing well.
The fate of mortals and spirits falls to me.
The
King Ku.
I hate this already.
Your father believed the same.
I think I'm gonna have to destroy him. But he has Ionia, and that's enough spells for Twin Discipline. So do I want that to happen?
An imbalance.
Probably does not have Twin Discipline, so I'm gonna do this instead. Because it did not use it to Zed, who can practically... Okay, there's the glimpse. I'd rather have that happen. Because I don't have anything to deal with the incoming ephemerals next round. Or next turn.
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting face.
Okay, I'm starting to regret not having a lot of prismatic barriers now. Oh my gosh.
You'll never see us coming.
6, 10, 16. That's not good. I'll block with this, and I'll block with this.
Immediately.
Those loyal badge bursts are really helpful. I mean, their healths are way beyond the usual removal. So the only way for them to be killed is through fight tactics or fight effects and thermogenic beam.
Enforced equilibrium.
I don't have much choice. This is getting bad. Well, that's good you're in diamond, but I hope you're enjoying the game. Good for you, though.
Keep running, Kay.
Well, I'm in silver, so that's a heck lot of an achievement for you. Let's see what I can do. Yeah, I know. They had to nerf him, and actually the badge bursts were nerfed. due to, I think, because of Lux Karma deck before, which was doing a lot good. Or doing... So this is going to summon, hold on, this is going to summon 2 Ephemerals plus 2 Chariots, so that's going to be a total of 6 units. What I could do is for Demacia, which will essentially leave me with 2 mana for... No, I have to use the shield. Yeah, I have to use the shield. I still like Badge Bear though. I mean, I am pretty much fond of units that has... Sorry. I'm pretty much fond of units that has like 4.
There is no dispute. Balance favors you.
I'm gonna have to do this. Trade this, trade that, trade this. Okay. At least we'll be able to live through this. Oh no, I forgot. Hecarim has a freaking overwhelm.
I have disgraced.
Yeah. Well, Bannerman is still solid, I think. For my end, I think it's still solid, but it's not that good anymore in terms of how it used to be. And pretty much the deck that, the deck that we're featuring in this segment is pretty much somewhat similar to that. So I'm trying to stay away from that since we don't want to be copying an idea from an already existing mainstream deck. Which is, I'm gonna be quite frank and honest, it's really tough because I don't see Shen anywhere else. It's very hard. But Brightsteel formation, which is the deck's what do you call this? Inspiration, could greatly benefit from Shen, and Shen would equally benefit with Brightsteel formation. This is why we're actually stuck with this dilemma of whether or not to keep Shen and just have stronger units with barrier. But what's the point? Anyway, let me quickly tweak this out. I'm gonna have to remove some... Well, I should keep one of those Purify. They're very helpful in a pinch. But that is just the point. Do we really want to control, or just want to build the field and be stronger overall? Hey John Burr. How's it going? We're gonna have to do this. No, sorry, I need that twin discipline. You know, I think Lux is better because we get to have copies of the barrier. Yesterday we did Lux. Lee Sin would be great with cheaper mana curve in terms of spells, but I don't know. But the Badge Bursts, I think they're good here. They're good where they are. They're just solid fillers for what we need, and we have Vanguard Surgeon to act as a safety net by providing us with 4 Demacia in case Shen and Brightsteel formation doesn't work. I still think we need more units from the lower end of the curve. Probably need to add this 2515. I think this should be fine. We have shields, we have a few removals, and we have 1 deny. That should be solid. This one, I don't think this is going to be helpful. I'd rather have... What do I rather have for that? Maybe a Purify. Or maybe a Key Guardian. Yeah, because the deck is really lacking... It's really lacking card advantage at this point. We do have Vanguard Redeemer, which is conditional. So I think we'd rather have this. These 2 copies, maybe. Yeah, that should do, I guess. This is going to be live tweaking, because what I tend to do is right after the live stream, I tweak it then. I don't tweak it during the live stream, but this one calls out the need for it, because we're not really going to do good with Lee Sin. I could already foresee that, so I'd rather tweak some of the things that I'd rather revert it to. I actually want Navori. I consider that because of the 2-for-1, because the deck is really lacking advantage and speed. So yes, I considered Navori, but I might have to play around the thought of how to utilize him furthermore. That's actually the thing that I'm looking for the deck, which is 2-for-1, but we don't have that much of options when we have Demacia as our core because of Brightsteel. I could do this, play on a curve. Okay, obviously I have to do that because I know it's going to be a waste, but I really need to play units. It's a Lux Garen deck. I am not going to attack, I need to save and build.
Ready for deployment.
Now we have something to block Dauntless Vanguard. But I need to keep in mind that he has 4 Demacia, so I need to keep control of. Is there going to be a tough card? Oh, there's not. I thought he was going to play that 1 mana tough spell burst. Now I can play Shen.
I walk the space between.
Then I'll attack with by barrier, putting barrier on Loyal Batch Bear.
Still so much to learn.
I sense an imbalance.
I am not willing to risk this because again I need to build my field. The only time I would risk losing a unit on the board is when I can summon Vanguard Redeemer.
Gave my all.
I'll probably keep the Prismatic Barrier to protection if in case it happens or there's a need for it. Okay, that's going to be a tough contender. So what I'll do is I'm gonna trade in this one, the Batch Bear, for this, and drop a Vanguard Redeemer. Or better yet, I could protect Batch Bear, which will still allow me to have enough mana to protect Shen
Heavy burden.
with barrier, with Prismatic Barrier.
I'll turn the tide.
Okay, I'm gonna float that mana. Probably gonna drop Lux, but I have the bigger field, so I could do this. I could risk dropping a Vanguard Sergeant and then playing for Demacia this round. But it looks like the...
Discipline and steel.
Okay, I thought the connectivity is failing me. But it looks like it doesn't, or it didn't. Oh man, this is going to be a 6-4. I guess I'll choose to level up Shen instead. Well, and everyone's going to be 6 at some point, so I'm gonna use it instead. Okay, I shared my stream over there. That's me. That's my personal profile. I shared it to various groups. So what I'll do is I'll probably trade in. I'll
We march!
I'll trade the healthy
Honor
ones.
guide me.
So these three would survive. Anyone who blocks except for the
Do
one.
your worst.
But that's going to be ruined as well.
Try me, I dare you.
So we got the upper hand for now.
Face me. Avenge me.
Okay. At least we got that push. I don't want to drop blocks because I need the prismatic barriers and interesting. I should probably get rid of this, but I can't anymore. Okay, what the heck.
Reporting for duty.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Taste steel.
Attack formation.
Charge.
Okay, I'm willing to trade this
I'll stop
just
you.
for me to activate this one. Then I'm gonna protect with this
Your place is still in the mortal world.
and
Shield up.
do this.
Our wills align.
I know that I want to save that actually for Lux, but it doesn't.
There is
It's
no
not gonna
dispute.
happen anymore. So I really need to protect myself. Oh crap! I forgot to save mana for this one. That was bad.
Take my element.
I was supposed to put down Vanguard Redeemer.
These woods protect their own.
Keeper, our lands need us. Enforced equilibrium.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll do that instead. Or we could do a trick where this one will block someone, but anyway we don't have five powered units, so no one could really. Well, we could. We actually could
Protect and strike.
because of Stand United. I think what I'll do is do this instead.
Honor guide me.
You know what? Yeah, I'll do this instead.
Intruders.
I need to keep enough mana. He's probably gonna think that I have a barrier, so he won't block.
Stand strong.
Try me, I dare you.
Yeah, I kind of missed that opportunity to drop the Green Glade Caretaker.
Face me.
Demacian steel protects me.
Interesting. What should I do here? Well, obviously no one's gonna survive this if I happen to. I could single combat this one. So that way it still survives. Then I'm gonna swap this too.
We walk between realms.
That's pretty much what I can do. Unless he has another single combat.
Nature blesses her
Oh.
followers. No regrets.
That was a mistake. I'm really trying to process what I'm doing because sometimes speaking what you're gonna be doing is still a thing that I'm trying to get used to. So I'm having that issue. I'm gonna leave mana first because I want to concerted strike someone. You know what? I can block with
King
Lux
protect
anyway.
those who keep the balance.
Just show me an ally in need. I'll be there. Approaching the battlefront! Nothing stands in our way. This is my choice.
I'm gonna trade. Should I trade? I really want a unit, but that's practically... Yeah, I should probably do this. It's probably have no barriers? Okay.
I've come so far.
Boy, oh boy.
I sense an imbalance.
Protect and strike. Stand strong!
My father's blade.
Okay, unnecessary, but funny. Okay.
Nature blesses
Well,
her
we're
heart.
up against non-mainstream deck anyway, so I didn't expect...
The superior
It was
tactic
challenging,
is
but
never
not really
give
that challenging, but... There are some moments where I'm having some trouble dealing with it. Okay, let's do one last game. And I'll probably do another tweaking today for this deck. So that's probably this is going to be the last stream for the week in Facebook Gaming, but if you still want to see me play and do a lot of talking about the deck, you can watch me on Twitch. I stream on Twitch every weekend. I'm gonna stream on Twitch starting this week, every weekend moving forward, and it's probably gonna be a longer stream because I'm gonna build my deck there live more than just playing in rank like what I'm doing there. It's gonna be more of an... I'm gonna be frank, it might be boring because it's gonna be me talking a lot and building a deck and then testing it out, so yeah. But if that's your thing, feel free. So we're up against Ash. This is probably going to be a mid-range, so again I'm gonna try to play on a curve. Alright. Should I float or should I not? You know what?
I am one
Never
with
mind.
the land.
Oh man. I'll do this instead. I want to keep this for when Shen drops.
Nothing escapes my watch.
Okay, obviously I can't trade that in. It's gonna cost me a unit and he's gonna get a card.
For the homestead!
Okay, I'll take the 4, which will bring me down to 15. And if ever some battle trick happen or combat trick happen, I can drop Vanguard Redeemer to get a bit of a comeback from that.
The fate of mortals and spirits falls to me.
Please don't have removal. It's Noxus, so I think... I'm not sure if he's running Noxian Fervor. I'm gonna try to attack first. He should know I have barrier, that's why I'm willing to risk Shen there.
Ready the torches!
What's it gonna be?
The Kinku go where they are needed.
I'm not sure if I fall into a trap over there because I think he's trying to set me up for something. But obviously I can't lose Shen and any of my units, so I pretty much have to cave in. Just Ash with Noxus. I was actually thinking it would be sort of like a mid-range which it's Sedge, but it's not.
Light the signal fires. The War Mother will unite us all.
Okay, it's getting problematic for me here.
Avarosans, stand together.
And this is going to be problematic because he can do that thing again where he could just frostbite someone and it automatically kills me. It's very problematic. I guess I'll do that instead.
We walk between realms.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore because this deck is unfamiliar to me, which practically prevents me from doing anything else. And please don't have any more frostbite. It's gonna be hard for me to come back from that one. Well, there you go. Oh wow. Did he really just wasted that? It would automatically kill me. Why would you do that?
My shield is yours.
Eyes blazing bright as torches.
I kinda wanna do this. Then attack with.
Who would trespass here?
Stand and defend. Bar the doors.
Yeah, I agree. He wasted Culling Strike. Maybe he was trying to be sure, but I didn't really have any more mana to play a trick on him, so maybe, well, we all made mistake. I made a ton of mistake doing this. Maybe I'll trade this in because I'm afraid he might have another frostbite, which will just, you know, waste my prismatic barrier.
Press on.
Our ancestors are watching.
Oh man, we have a lot of Sergeant here.
All the world on one arrow.
Okay, there's going to be something that
Discipline and steel.
I need to be. I'm not really afraid of Ashe. I'm more of like annoyed with her skill. Frostbite is one of my favorite mechanics. Actually, Freljord is one of the top 3 regions that that are my favorite, right next to Shadow Isles and Ionia. But that might change when more regions come in, because I really like Shurima, the Void, and Targon to be seen in this game. But who knows what's next? He's keeping that. I can feel that he's keeping those frostbites. He's gonna challenge. This will frostbite this, and it's gonna challenge. It's gonna be challenged by that. So I'd rather have prismatic barrier ready.
I'll do it myself.
I could definitely do that.
My life for these lands.
Yeah, I'm excited for Targon. I'm just guessing who's the champion they're gonna be bringing in. Well, there's not a few. Maybe Aurelion Sol? But I'm guessing either Leona or Diana. Who knows? You know what? I'm losing faith in this game anymore because I have been denied quite a few times already, and
Nature blesses her followers.
well, that's surprising. I was thinking he's gonna do something crazy, but okay.
Soldiers, to me! Winter, take you!
I haven't been able to greet the remaining viewers. Okay. Hi everyone, thank you for watching, and thank you Raymond again for having made this more interacting. There is a high chance he'll frostbite everyone, and then that level up Ash. I'm excited for Diana. She's been my main champion when I was playing League. Well, I still am playing League, but when it was 2014, she's my main champion, and she helped me climb through the ranks.
I'll lead us to victory.
And one more champion I'm really excited to make it to this game would be Syndra. Syndra's my main right after Diana. Then Lissandra. Then who's the Shuriman King? I forgot. Azir. Yeah, Azir.
Show them our metal! Stay back!
Aurelion Sol is a champion that I'm not fond of in League of Legends because I really suck at using him. It's really hard to use him, like seriously. And there's no way for you to hide with using Sol, so anyway, I digress to League, so let's go back to Legends of Runeterra.
Ancient things trapped in the ice!
Okay.
Discipline and steel!
That would probe him to attack now. Because I'll be using this if ever he's not gonna attack. Frostbites are crazy, they're all burst. Well, except for this one.
Show me a target.
By the way, this is out of the line, but I'm thinking of streaming Valorant. Because it's a game I'm trying to get good at, but it's basically my first time playing FPS. So I really suck, and I can become a bit of squeamish if I play it. Like really squeamish, and it's funny. But kind of annoying for some, so
You would test my steel?
I'll sacrifice the unhealthy
Meet them head
ones.
on. I protect my own.
Soraka. I'm interested how they're gonna bring healing into the concept. I mean, and Leona would probably do a lot for shield as well. But I'm really interested for Soraka because she might introduce a new mechanic.
These woods protect their own.
Nocturne might introduce blind as well. Who knows? For Zoe, I don't know what they're gonna be introducing. It's maybe sleep. Zoe's practically the first champion who have a sleep mechanic. Now I'm kind of thinking about for the Targon ones. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a new mechanic, but who knows what. Okay, I'm gonna call game on this one just because I don't think there's. You know what? I can't surrender. That's going to be rude. But he's probably gonna clock in for.
Sharpen the blade, secure the kill.
Well, I do hope that he uses this first. That way, I can Spirit's Refuge this.
The arrow flies.
Well, there it is. That's game.
Me.
That's going to be 12. Frostbite. Yep, that's game.
The time is right. Strike now.
Alright, good game. That was a bit grindy though. But yeah. Alright, let's maybe conclude with this one because practically that's going to be the end of Brightsteel Sheesh, that was loud. That's going to be the end of Brightsteel Battalion for this series. We might look back into it in the future when few more supports for barrier comes in, and I'm highly hoping that is going to be Leona. Alright, let's just go through the deck one last time before we put it into an indefinite hiatus. So first of all, the main idea behind the deck is Brightsteel Formation. I've been saying this a lot of times, but I've been inspired because of Brightsteel Formation's effect, which is to really protect your units when it comes into play whenever it attacks for a favorable trade. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It provides a lot of tactics, but I think the reason why I wasn't really able to fight back against Frostbite is because I didn't focus on those burst plus spells. Had I have Twin Disciplines and was that back to back? Yeah, had I have the spells that provides me those buffs in a burst fashion or in a burst manner, I think I would have been able to stand a chance. But because we're focused on barriers, I wasn't really able to do anything. And yes, Frostbite really is a dominant feature against board-based matchups. That's why I love using that with Piltover. I love using Piltover and Freljord together when I'm up against I don't really yeah, I can't really see who, but I like it when I use those decks and I'm up against Kinko elusives or those pesky aggro deck that really relies on having creatures early on, because Frostbite are kind of cheap to use, and together with Mystic Shot, there's no way they're gonna be able to build their board. But I digress. Again, going back, so we kind of focus on the shields and try to build the board and still retain board control by, you know, trading favorably, because we can trade and we still retain the units. But overall, the main win condition for that is really to be empowered by Shen whenever we attack with shields with Brightsteel Formation. But that's something that's not really concrete and isn't really consistent. That's why we added Vanguard Surgeon. But at that point, why wouldn't we just insert Shen into a Bannerman deck, right? Which is obviously the better choice. But unfortunately, since we're using a methodology where we try to stray away from mainstream ideas or mainstream strategies, we kind of have to find our way in using this in a much creative manner. But unfortunately, due to the lack of mechanics, I think I think this is the only card that benefits from shields as of the moment. There are a lot of cards that provide shields, but there are a few that interacts with them. So basically what we can do is get individually strong units on a curve and try to protect them and retain them. So that's practically what we can do. And again, I'm gonna say it again, at that point, why wouldn't we just use Fiora and the Bannerman suite? So yeah, I'm gonna rest and bench Brightsteel Battalion for now. But this is probably this is probably my favorite deck as of the moment because it gave me a ton of challenge trying to build around it. And for next week, I'm just going to quickly provide you that I'm going to be featuring Babbling Karina. So I was mentioning this Piltover failure. It's actually something I would feature next week. So hopefully you'll be there, guys, to see it. Yeah, I am hopeful that Targon would introduce barrier because all of the champions, well, except Soul, have barrier mechanics. I mean, with the recent how do you call it? With the recent changes to Pantheon, he got a barrier again. He got a barrier. Well, he usually has a barrier as his passive, but he got another barrier as an active skill. But anyway, for Leona, Sol, and Diana, all of them have shields except for Leona and Diana have shields except for Sol. Well, I'm babbling. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. And thank you, Raymond and John Burr, for being here again. You guys are so awesome for not really missing out. Sometimes I think Raymond messaged me the last time he missed one, but that's okay. I'm still very thankful to you guys because you've been with me for quite some time now since I started streaming, and I hope since I started streaming, and I hope to see you more in the future. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Alright, I wouldn't take too much of your time again. Thank you for watching UNMETA, and we're gonna close off Brightsteel Battalion for this week, and I'll see you again for Battling Karina next week. Hope you stay safe, and pretty much that's going to be it.